Good morning and welcome back. President Trump's approval rating is on the rise despite the left's impeachment mania, according to brand new Fox News polls. So after weeks of testimony and attempts from Democrats to sway voters, is Congress wasting our time? Here to debate that, New York City Councilman Joe Borelli and Democratic political analyst Anthony Tall. Thanks for being here, both of you. We appreciate it.
Good morning, Jillian.
Anthony, good morning. Start with you. What do you think? Is this a waste of time?
No, I don't think it's a waste of time. I actually seen a Fox News poll that had like 51 or 50% of the country wants the president impeached and removed. That's not good numbers for the president. That's not good news. I mean, I know there's different polls in the swing states, but that's not good numbers when Clinton or Obama, they never got above 32%, and Bush as well. So we've seen a dramatic shift, and we're not even at the trial yet. When we get to the trial phase, who knows how high it could go. So I don't think it's a waste of time.
So we are looking at those numbers that you referenced, impeach and remove at 50% right now. As of late October, it was at 49%. So yes, there is an uptick in that. But you compare that to the approval numbers that we had when we started this segment. Interestingly enough, it seems like more people want him impeached and removed, that 1%. But then more people also, look at your screen, like the job he's doing, Joe. So what does that say?
Look, I'm not surprised. This just is more evidence of the great divide between what people actually talk about at their dinner tables, at their water cooler at work, and what the blue checkmark Twitter media elite are saying about President Trump. The American public sees success on USMCA. They see a trade deal with China. They see the economy booming, and they see a whole bunch of nonsense coming out of House Democrats. Jerry Nadler just released a 600-page report. No one's reading a book they already know the ending to. They've been calling for impeachment for a long time, and no one's surprised, shocked, or awed at the flimsy evidence they're now bringing.
And before we move on to the next topic, Anthony, I do want to get your opinion on that. When you look at those numbers about the job he's doing and his approval rating, there is a spike there.
Well, yeah, I mean, I also seen a poll that had the president at 35% among African Americans. I'm not criticizing the job approval that the president is doing. I think he's doing a pretty good job, particularly at the major indicator, which is the economy. That is separate from the impeachment and whether or not it's merited. And looking at the polls and the fact that when 51% of the country wants you removed,
50%.
Impeached to remove, yeah, 50% wants you impeached to remove. That's not good news for the president.
All right, let's talk about this now, because anti-impeachment Democrat Jeff Van Drew met with the president to discuss a party switch from Democrat to Republican, as we know. So when you look at this and you look at the messaging as to what this could potentially mean now, it is one person, but the Democratic Party has seen a shift going farther left. What does that say to you, Joe?
Well, right. I mean, this is exactly the opposite of what people told us was going to happen with impeachment. They said Republicans are going to be fleeing the Republican Party. The other reason this is significant is because Van Drew represents a district that won a 5% margin for President Trump, and his internal polling obviously had him down. What about the other districts? There's about 12 or 13 where Trump won way higher than 5%. I have to imagine the polling is equally bad for those House Democrats there.
Anthony, final word to you.
Well, my understanding is that he's leaving the party more so for the fact that he won't get the Democratic support if he doesn't vote for impeachment. And remember, we had Justin Amash, who left the Republican Party and became an independent because he was pro impeaching the president. So this goes both ways.
All right, we'll certainly see how this plays out. Continue to cover it. Joe, Anthony, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jillian.